Hey guys, you might be noticing that this is not a voiceover video. I've decided to take it upon myself to make a series I've wanted to make for quite a while now. D&D builds based on famous characters from fiction. I know a lot of people have done this before, but I've always wanted to do this for some characters, and I'm going to start today with one character I always believed needed better when it comes to character creation. And that is the one-winged angel himself. Alright, we're starting off our Firecracker builds with a bang, or a supernova in this case, with Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, one of the greatest video game villains of all time. Now, how would I build the one-winged angel? Many people have tried before and have done excellent jobs, but here's my take on it. For Ace, make him a drow. This is for the charisma bonus, and a few of the extra spells like darkness, and the improved dark vision. But let's move on to the core abilities, which are of course the stats. Charisma is number 1. You are insanely scary, and plus you need this for your abilities for this class. Next up, dexterity. You're fast! Aside from being scary, you're quick! And despite the size of your sword, you swing it quickly. Constitution after that. You have health bars upon health bars upon more health bars. So, Constitution's important. Intelligence will go next. You read about your history, and that's what drove you crazy. So, intelligence is moderately important. Strength is a little low. Sure, you're pretty tough, but you're not as strong as some of your enemies like Cloud. And of course, we're gonna dump wisdom because, as mentioned earlier, you're crazier than a sack of cats! So now that we have all of our stats laid out, what class are we gonna pick? Now, most people have chosen Bladesinger Wizard for Sephiroth, others say Oathbreaker Paladin. I'm gonna go with Hexblade Warlock. I know what you're saying. Then how are you gonna get Meteor Swarm? Well, as many experienced D&D players know, Warlocks have something called the Mystic Arcanum, which is a special spell slot that is used once per long rest. And that can be a spell up to 9th level. As we know, Meteor Swarm is a 9th level spell, so if you choose it for your 9th level Mystic Arcanum, you're all set. Plus, you have a unique ability as a Hexblade Warlock, which allows you to use your Charisma modifier in place of your Strength or Dexterity modifier. Now, since Masamune is, according to some lore, 7 feet long, I'd say that's a great sword. And considering your low strength score, being a Hexblade Warlock will literally save this build. For spells, I would see Sephiroth using more psychic spells and illusion magic. So things like Phantasmal Killer, that's perfect. Now, of course, Hexblade Warlocks do get some smite spells from the Paladin list. And considering Staggering Smite, Wrathful Smite, any of those use psychic damage, it's perfect. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not going to cover every single ability Sephiroth has, I don't have a lot of time on my hands. But I will say, if you want extra abilities like being able to fly, and hell, if you want to use any of the flare or projectile abilities, you're a Warlock. You have Eldritch Blast. Perfect. Anyways, that's all for the Sephiroth build, and I hope to see you. Oh, wait a minute. You guys hear that?